Yeah, yeah, ay, ay,
Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Karina. Today's gonna be a little different, topic. But song of the week is going to be by Young Dolph. The name of the song is called "The Land." So yeah, I like that song. Go check it out. That's been what I've been jamming out this week. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with today's episode. Today's episode is going to be about, I guess not somebody specific on my Facebook, but I was, doing my thing, scrolling through Facebook, minding my own business and whatnot, and I saw this person post her status, and I'm going to read it to y'all, and you can definitely quote her because this is straight from her Facebook. It says, I honestly have a lot to say about the whole pronouns thing, and I'll just keep my mouth shut. Hashtag not trying to make no one mad. So I have a lot to say about that status. Just because she turned around and other people commented on her status, and then she replied, I don't know to what specifically. Like, I don't know if she was just adding to her post or who she was responding to, because whatever she posted didn't really make, like in her comments, didn't really make sense to any other people's responses. So she said, and just as a side note, I do call the person by their, and little pause there, she spelled their There, instead of there as Their. So it's like you want to talk about people's pronouns, but you can't even spell the correct there. So I thought that was funny. So let me start again. Just a side note, I do call the person by their pronouns that they so choose to be called. I just think it's dumb in my opinion. I don't disrespect anyone that wants to be called anything other than what they are, which is a she or a he. So let me break that down. So this is why it kind of got under my skin, because it's like, and I know this person personally, and if you hear this, hey girl, yes, I'm talking about you, is how you're going to make a status about how you have a lot to say, but you're going to turn around and comment talking about, I don't disrespect anyone. This is disrespectful. I take it very disrespectful. Me personally, as a bisexual Latina, takes this very disrespectful. And my pronouns are she and her. So I don't have different pronouns. But if I did have different pronouns, I would take this very, very very disrespectful. Because how are you going to say that you have a lot to say and turn around and say, I'm not going to disrespect them? And then you're going to sit there and say, oh, I'm not going to say more than a he or a she because, in quote, that's what God put on earth. Like, how you going to throw shade and then backdoor it and then throw shade again? Like, it's very confusing to me. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, why does it bother you? Like, if it's so, like, try to put it in your own words to this woman. If pronouns are so unimportant to you, then you wouldn't get mad if somebody called you a he, right? Like, you wouldn't get mad if somebody called you a sir because they're just, in quote, pronouns. I'm pretty sure you'll be like, oh, I'm a girl, I'm a lady, I'm a she. Well, they're just pronouns. So why does it matter what pronoun they direct you in? Like, that's somebody's personality. That's somebody's, how can I say it? Like, that's somebody's something. Like, if not being disrespectful is respecting what they're deciding to do with themselves. If you really care about that person and that person is really your friend, then you're going to respect that, whether you think it's stupid or not. You're not going to sit here and talk shit about that person on social media. That's very disrespectful. And if you don't understand why they decided to change their pronouns, then your responsibility is to fucking ask and understand, because that's your family member, that's your friend, that's your kid. Like, are you gonna have the same attitude whenever your little boy grows up and he's like, I don't want to be any boy anymore, or I don't want you to call me baby boy because I don't feel like a boy. I feel like a her. I feel like a she. I feel like a they. Like, I think that's very, very fucked up for somebody to say anything like that, because anything you put on social media stays on social media. Being someone, talking about me personally, being a Latina, growing up in a Christian home, going to a Christian church, and having doubts about my sexuality as a young teenager was really difficult for me, because when I was younger, none of it was very open as it is now. So when I first started questioning my personality, I was 13 and 14. You are the reason I find it so hard for me to even talk to anyone about what I was going through, because of people like you. Because you sit there and tell me, oh, it's okay, but you're gonna bash me around when I'm not there. I first consider myself as a lesbian. My pronouns have never really changed. When I was at the age of like 14, when I had my first girlfriend, it was difficult for me because of people like her and obviously being bullied. It was hard to talk to my family about it. I tried to talk to my mom, and all my mom told me was I was crazy, and that I needed to pray and go to church and all this whatnot. I never really questioned my pronouns because I never really felt anything than just a girl. I did feel like a very masculine, like female. That I ever felt like, am I supposed to be a boy just because I feel really masculine? Not really. I just felt like I'm just a very masculine woman. Like, and I was okay with that. But I wasn't okay with me being a lesbian just because I was never accepted for being a lesbian. Now, I am bisexual now, and I know a lot of people, especially in the own LGBTQ community, believe that bisexuals aren't a thing. Well, at least me personally have experienced that from the LGBT community, because they believe that we're just confused. I don't think I'm confused. I'm pretty sure I know what I like, and that is what I like. Whenever I'm with a woman, I like a woman. Whenever I'm with a man, I like with a man. I don't understand how that is confusing. That is who I am. There's so many of us out there. You know, I understand that there's the thing called bi-curious. I understand that. I did hit that because, you know, as I said, when I was younger, I considered myself as a full-on lesbian. And then at the age of like 17, I believe, is when I felt weird towards a guy. And, you know, that did like fuck with me a little because I wasn't understanding what was going on, because I didn't know what bisexuality was until I hit that and I talked to other people about it, and then I understood that's who I am, that's why I identify, that's who I am. And I'm still learning. I'm still learning about pronouns. I'm still learning about different sexualities. I'm still learning about different people. And honestly, I just want to grow my knowledge. And it makes me very upset when people like her bashes a community that she's not even a part of. Like, why you hating outside the club when you can't even get in? And you know what's really funny? You know what's really, really funny? Since we are friends on social media and we did work together at a certain point, I do have her as a friend as another social media. And I'm so funny. This is so funny. Because I didn't write it on my note. I literally just remember. She follows, because I follow this couple. It's a couple on TikTok. And it's a woman and a transgender man. So a man, a woman and a man. Well, I caught this woman making this statuses about how she's not being, and I quote, disrespectful to people, commenting on one of their sexy videos because they have an OnlyFans. But let me remind you, the transgender man who is the man, and if I'm being disrespectful to anybody, I am sorry. I apologize. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Please, I'm sorry. But the male still has, and I don't know how to say this, the body parts they were born with still. So on their OnlyFans, you see that. And she left a comment talking about, if I subscribe, do I get to see the free videos too? And it's just like, how are you going to talk shit about people's pronouns, but you want to pay a subscription for this couple to see them have sex? People like her really make me upset. I have extended family members, they're not blood related, extended family members who support the girl on girl thing, but won't accept their own family member who happens to be a gay male. I don't like people like that. I feel that they just accept the fact that a family member happens to be a lesbian because it's a girl on girl action, but they don't accept their other family member that happens to be a gay male because he's a gay male. They're not into that. And I think that's very, very messed up. You can't just support half of the community because that's something you can look up on the porn site and fucking jerk off to it. That's not right. That's so wrong for anybody to do that. It's just I'm not saying if you are a straight male that, that you can't, see girl on girl action whenever, you're doing your porn thing, because I know a lot of straight women that like to watch girl on girl action whenever, they're masturbating. I don't think that's, I might be wrong, but the people that I do know that do watch girl on girl actions, like my lady friends, they accept the people for who they are. I'm talking about the people that specifically males that I personally know that only support the lesbians, the bisexuals, but won't bisexual woman. Let me repeat that, or let me rephrase that. But won't support the gay man, the transgender man, or the transgender woman. I don't think that's right. I think that's very, very wrong, and I personally have an issue with that. I don't like when people's like, oh, well, whenever I used to, when I consider myself a lesbian, they used to be like, oh, you're just gay. No, I'm a lesbian. It might not be a big issue for everybody, and women might be like, oh, I'm gay, and that's cool. That's you. That's personal. That's personally you, and I respect that. But me personally, I don't like that. I don't like when people be like, oh, you're just gay. No, I'm not gay. I'm bisexual. If I was gay, then I believe I will be a male with another male. If I was with the female, I still don't consider myself gay. I consider myself a lesbian. There's a name out there for me, and my name will be bisexual. I wouldn't say label, because a lot of people don't like that word, or a lot of people don't like to be labeled. Me personally, I don't take it as a label. I don't take it as a category. I take it as, this is who I am. Just like you are, or you happen to be a straight woman or a straight man, I am a bisexual woman. That is part of my identity, part of my personality. That is just a part of who makes me me. I never really had that support. I still don't really have the support from my family. I try to talk. I mean, I don't talk about it now because, like, in a way, what's the point? Since in quote, I'm in a heterosexual relationship or whatnot. You know, since I'm with the male and nobody, like, what's the whole point of me talking about me being bisexual? But I believe, like, they know, but they pretend to not know. And I think it's just for them to sleep better, and I find that very fucked up. Because I don't judge you for being straight. Just like you, in quote, chose to be straight, then I chose to do this. Like, why can't you accept me for who I am? Why don't you ask me about me so you can understand me? People are so quick to judge the gays, the lesbians, the bisexuals, the transsexuals, the pansexuals, the asexuals. For what? Do you even know? Do you even know these people? Do you know their backgrounds? Do you know why they love the way they love? Oh, and quote, what other people say, what made you this way? Like, nobody makes you this way. That's just the way that we are. And I don't understand why it's so hard for people to understand that. Why is there so many people getting bullied? Why are transgenders getting killed outside clubs and in the valley? But on top of that, before you kill them, you fucking rape them. Like, why? Well, I don't understand. I don't understand why the straight community has such hatred towards a community they don't understand. I don't understand that. Like, what's so wrong with a male wearing a little makeup? There's so many straight actors out there that wear a shitload of makeup while they're interviewing on TV, on movies, on concerts, but don't nobody say anything to them. Oh, but, ooh, he fine. Okay? There's smell out here. There's men out here that are able to wear their makeup and look like bad bitches. Is that the problem? Because they look better than you, and you, in quote, are a woman since birth. You were assigned a woman, and because he changed or they changed their body to become who they want to be, which is a woman, and they look better than you. Is that the issue? Or is it the issue that you find this woman attracted and it made you upset because then you find out that they weren't born a woman? So now you're like, oh, I ain't gay? Well, I don't think you're gay because they're no longer a male. They're a woman. So what is being in quote straight? A man and a woman. So if that person has all the woman body parts, how are you gay? I don't know. This topic does get me, a little upset because I just don't understand why can't everybody just be accepted for who they are. And it's so stupid for a grown-ass woman that has 2 kids, 2 boys at that, get upset because somebody has different pronouns than what you have. Like, I want to know what's going to happen if one of her kids, decides that they don't want to be a he. They want to be a they. They want to be a them. They want to be a she. Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to be disrespectful? Are you going to go on your little Facebook and fucking start typing with your little fingers and talk shit about your kid because they don't want to go as a he? Because that's what the hospital and the doctor that delivered them assigned him to be? Like, I don't understand. What's the big issue? Just like you're so quick to say he, you can say she. You can say they. You can say them. It's not going to take you an extra hour to just correct the pronouns. And if you happen, and if you happen to not understand, then fucking ask questions. Did you not learn that in school? In school, whenever you're learning a new subject, what does the teacher tell you? Ask questions. ask questions. You don't understand something, stay after class, ask questions. I will help you study. It's the same fucking thing. If you don't understand somebody's sexual orientation, if you don't understand somebody's pronouns, if you don't understand somebody's lifestyle, then fucking ask. Quit being disrespectful. Quit talking about a whole community that you know nothing about. Because for me, you seem very confused how you're going to disrespect somebody for the pronouns, but then want to see somebody fucking get their ass ate that's changing their whole gender. Like, I don't know. What do you think, Jonathan? Like, what do you think about this subject?
Well, I think that shit's pretty intense. Like, it is really wrong that people think that, and nobody. And the thing that makes me confused is like, why be offended by it in the first place? You know, like, it's not you. They're not hurting you. It's like, don't take this wrong, but it's just a word. To them, it's more. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But to you, it's just a word. But I guess to you, it means more than to the point that it's bugging you this much that you have to go on Facebook and blast everybody in that whole community and say, oh, that's not right and blah, blah, blah. So do you want to change your word? You know, but you're just too afraid to say it? Like, yeah, like that's what I think about it.
Yeah. And that's coming from like a straight male that was raised to accept everybody for who they are, you know? And I feel like a lot of this judging people comes from home. Because me personally, me speaking from my experience, I wasn't raised like that. I was raised very close-minded. I was raised very black and white type of shit. You know, the gays and the lesbians and any of the other stuff. How can I, like, there was no color in my childhood, if that makes any sense. It was just men and male. That's it. That's literally it. There was no gay girl and girl, guy and guy, two guys and a girl, or two girls and a guy. Like, none of that. So whenever I was presented to this colorful side of the world, I wasn't judgmental because it just wasn't in me. I was very confused and I had a lot of questions because I just wanted to understand. Me growing up, I didn't really have a lot of people to ask because of how we grew up. So to just be so much, 21st century and whatnot, it's just like, why are we still judging people with if you don't support that community, then just fucking stay out of it. Like, what did you get from bashing anybody on social media, in person, on fucking protests? Like, what do you get from it? Like, what do you sleep better? Did because you talk shit about somebody's sexuality, it's not gonna make you a better person? Does that give you a chance to become a millionaire? Does that prevent for your kids to be gay? Like, what is that? What is I don't want to see my kids watching TV and seeing two men kiss. First of all, just because I watched two fucking girls go down on each other didn't mean that it made me fucking gay or a lesbian. Like, that's not how it works. That shit is not a monkey see, monkey do. That's being interested on whatever gender that you like. You don't learn that shit on the TV. You don't just Google that and be like, oh, this sounds fun. I'm going to be a lesbian today. Like, no, that's not okay. I don't like the girls that have so many issues with men and be like, I'm going to be a lesbian today. It's not a choice, baby. This is who we are. This is who I am. I didn't just woke up this morning and fucking flip a coin and be like, am I gonna be straight or bi today? No, that's not how it fucking works. I don't like that. I don't like people like that. And if anybody ever says shit like that in front of me, I am very quick to say something. And if you don't fucking like that, then do something about it. Because I'm not gonna stay quiet. You're not gonna disrespect me or a part of something I am just because you got 5 shots of Patron in and you want to fucking kiss a girl. And like, oh, fuck man, and I'm gonna go be with a girl now. First of all, every girl that's drunk is a fucking lesbian until it comes down to the actual deed. Because then from there, it's just like, oh, yeah, I'm not with it. So why you can't? If you can't physically tell me that you can go down and eat a girl's coochie while you're sober, then you don't have it in you. Now, if you just want to get your pussy ate and then still go back home to your man, you're not a lesbian. You're just a straight girl with lesbians. What is it called? Intensities.
Intentions.
That's what it is.
That's what I think.
Well,
That's
whatever.
what you're trying to say.
Y'all know what I fucking mean, okay? Sadly, I have a lot of friends like that they get a little drunk and they just want to call this girl, get the pussy ate, and then go back home still with a man. Like, I don't judge you. That's you. Whatever. But the thing is just like, I still can't believe that there's people out there that still think like this. That still think in black and white. I respect you more if you're just honest and just say, I don't like that, I don't agree with that, and just keep your mouth shut. You don't have to be disrespectful, because I'm not being disrespectful towards you. Don't be disrespectful towards me. It's that simple. You want to be disrespected? You want to be respected? You have to be respectful. You learn all of this shit in school, man. Like, come on. If your mama didn't tell you to not say anything nice, I'm saying all that wrong. If your mother didn't show you or teach you that if you have nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing at all. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you have nothing to say nice about anybody, then don't fucking say it, because don't nobody want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear you be rude. There's already a lot of people out here struggling with their identity because of people like you. There's people getting bullied, getting killed, killing themselves, hiding who they are because this world is so fucked up. Whenever we decide to have kids, and whenever we bring kids into this world, we're going to make sure that my kids or our kids feel and know that they are loved for who they are and for who they want to become when they get older or the moment of. It is okay to be a masculine woman, and it's okay to be a feminine man. Me, myself, I am very masculine. I have a lot of male tendencies. Oh, that's the word. Tendencies. Anyways, I wear my makeup and I do my hair and I do my eyelashes and fucking wear heel and dresses and whatnot when I have to. I hate it. I love wearing my sweats and my t-shirt. I like having my hair in a bun. I love wearing no makeup, no jewelry. That's just me. That is very masculine of me. I am not a girly girl. I don't really do cuddles. I don't do none of that lovey shit. I'm not your typical girl. Like, I am very, very manly, and I am okay with that. And I am with somebody that accepts me for that. And it's okay to be a male and be sensitive, have feelings, be touched with your inner girly. It's okay to be who we are. And it's very important for our kids to have that freedom to express themselves. I don't know. In my household, my kids are not going to be raised the way that I was raised when it comes to the world being black and white. My kids' world is going to be colorful, every shades, every form. We're gonna love everybody and everyone, no matter the size, the shape, or the color that we are. And that's the type of people that I want to bring into this world, because this world is very ugly. It definitely needs a lot more sunshine than what this world has. If you have any questions, if you need anybody to talk to, please reach out. We can always find somebody professionally to talk to. Don't stay behind closed doors and not feel welcome, because you are welcome in our home. You are welcome with us. We don't judge anybody. We don't discriminate anybody. We love everybody. And I'm pretty sure Jonathan agrees with that. He is nodding his head. Ask questions. Don't be fucking disrespectful just because you don't understand anything. Fucking raise your hand. Nobody's gonna make fun of you because you're asking fucking 20 million questions about the same thing. Fucking make sure you understand what's going on. Don't just judge somebody because of their pronouns or because they look different. Different is the new everything. Being different is what makes you stand out, what makes you you. Why do you want to blend in like everything else? If we all blend in, then none of this would have been possible. The world would be a sadder place if we were all the same, if you really think about it. So please ask questions. Don't be disrespectful. Be nice to one another. If anybody that's listening to this needs help or has any questions or just want to talk about anything, I am literally here. Because me personally, I never had anybody to talk about my sexuality, to talk about my questions. I was a very confused teenager. I was a very confused adult, as a matter of fact, until I started hanging out with my own people. People that accepted me, people that loved me, and people that made me really feel that it's okay to be me. Sadly, it didn't come from my family, but just because you're blood related doesn't make that person a family member. Family member is not identified by blood. Family can be made out of different people, and that's what my family is. People who support me, people who love me, people who take care of me, and very important, people that accept me, that don't talk behind my back, and that don't judge me. If you need anybody to talk to, I am here. My DMs on Instagram are always open. Our Instagram page for this podcast is It Be Podcast. You can comment. You can message me. I will not put you out there. I will not expose you. It will literally stay between us. I am here for whatever help you need. If you need professional help from wherever you are, I am willing to help you as much as I can, because it's tough out there. I'm just a bisexual Latina. I can't even imagine how it is to be something else. To happen to be an African American gay male or an Asian transgender. Because all of our households are different. I can only speak for my Mexican household, from my experience. Not every family is not accepted. I have friends that have came out and the parents were, they were okay with it. They were there. They made sure the kids felt loved. So every family is different. If you just need a little help to help you come out, to help you figure out what you got going on, to understand who you are, please come talk to me. We will get you all the information that you need for you to be a better you, for you to be happy with your life. So with that being said, our Instagram page is itbe podcast. Y'all take care. Remember to wear your mask. Y'all don't have to get vaccinated. If you do your research before you get vaccinated. Make sure it's what you want. Stay safe, and I will talk to you later. Peace.